Hello viewers, today I will be giving us update on Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi's appeal against Tinubu at the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court have fixed October 23rd, 2023 as the hearing date for the case of Atiku and Peter Obi against Tinubu, and that's on the day that we're going to know if the Supreme Court will do the right thing or if they will not do the right thing. But before I give us details on this, I would like us to please do well to like this video and please do well to subscribe to our channel so you get updates whenever we post a new video. See the way this newspaper reported this. They said, breaking, Supreme Court sets hearing date for Atiku Obi APM's appeal. The Supreme Court has scheduled a hearing for Monday, October 23rd, 2023 in the appeal by Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the last presidential election. And also, they did not just fix only that of Atiku Abubakar, they also fixed that of Peter Obi to be the same day and that of the APM candidate for the same day. And this is the day that Nigerians will know whether the Supreme Court will do the right thing or they will go the same way that the Court of Appeal went and uphold Tinubu's illegitimacy. And Nigerians are actually calling on the Supreme Court to do the right thing. And one thing also that we've noted from this is that the date came sudden. The date just came out yesterday, and we know that the FBI is actually preparing to release the documents they have against Tinubu this month, and Tinubu has been trying to stop them from releasing that document, and he has also written an appeal to the court in US to appeal so that the FBI, CIA and other agencies will not reveal the documents they have against him. And now the Supreme Court have finally fixed their date for judgment. And people are actually asking question, is it that they don't want this to actually be another evidence against the president? That's why they are fast now, so that they can use technicalities to uphold his presidency. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, have they finished writing their judgment? Because these days, them they write judgment before hearing, as judgment no they carry any authority or arguments adopted during hearing. And this is it. The judgments don't even carry any of the arguments that parties present during hearing. And that's why Nigerians are scared, because of what the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal judges did. They just upheld Tinubu's presidency without working with the law, without working with the evidence before them. They went ahead to uphold his illegitimacy, and Nigerians don't want a repetition of this. And that's why we are telling them, is it that you want to give us the same thing that you did during the time of the PEPT? Another person here also said, soon the Supreme Court judges will take their slot in history of Nigeria's sojourn to most unholy presidency. 1. It's already in history that an individual with many records akin to that of a career criminal found its way to the highest office in Nigeria against the will of the people. Nothing can change this history. 2. It is also already in history that some individuals, including those within INEC security agencies, appeal court judges, etc., enabled and consolidated this hijack of power. Nothing can change that. 3. The only expectation from the judges of the Supreme Court is to choose their own slots in this unholy history of Nigeria. 4. To the end of time, all who participated in this most unholy, untidy, and ignominious imposing of an empty-worthy character as Nigeria's president will be remembered for evil. 5. Since most of these persons have attained and most past the life expectancy age in Nigeria, those that will live with the greater shame and social ostracization of their actions are their children and younger segments of the supporters of this inconceivable offense against 200 million Nigerians. 6. For those who have picked their slots in the history already, The social ostracization has commenced. None of them can freely interact with Nigerians anywhere on earth, except with rogue Nigerians. If they doubt it, they should test their popularity by walking alone in the streets of Abuja, the nation's capital, or even attend a single social function without security. This is the life they have chosen, unfortunately so. 7. Nigerians now wait to see if the Supreme Court justices love this hiding and ostracizing way of life or heroic life that will hand glorious future for their children, that they can even buy anything on credit anywhere in Nigeria just by mere mentioning of their names. 8. For the honorable justices of the Supreme Court, their job on the presidential election petition appeal is pretty easy and the rewards are clearly known. Theirs is to choose. 9. On Monday, October 23rd, 2023, the hearing on the appeal starts. The job of Nigerians as the hearing proceeds is equally as easy as that of the justices. It is to wait and see. 10. God bless Nigeria. And this person just hit the nail on the head. Will the Supreme Court justices go the same way the judges of the appeal court went? Would they actually give Nigerians justice at the end of the day? Or will they uphold a certificate forger and a career thief as the president of Nigeria, and in turn continue the damage that we already have as a country in the outside world, and help foreigners and outside world continue to see Nigerians as illegal people, continue to see Nigerians as forger, as people who cannot get anything right? Because the global world is actually watching to see what the justices will do in this case, because it is a case that the judgment is already clear. You have to disqualify this person for certificate forgery and other evidence that are before you. Also reacting to this, another person here said they should disqualify that certificate forger and save our time. All the transactions sealed and done before their names were made public. Nice one. Nigeria is a failed state and many hasn't understand it yet. Only time will tell. Look how a criminal that imposed himself on Nigerians are using public money to hire lawyers to defend him in USA. And this is it. Someone who is facing all of this, you are using the nation's money to fight so that FBI will not release the documents they have against you. And now the Supreme Court all of a sudden has fixed the date for their hearing. This is just to stop what the FBI will release, and so that their judgment will be out before the FBI can release anything, and that cannot be used as evidence against the president. Another person here said, finally, the dates we have been waiting for. I guess they have finished their planning. So let's see what is their plan. All we can hope at this point in time is that the Supreme Court will do the right thing and change the narrative that Nigerians already have about them. Because Nigerians are not believing that they are going to give us justice at this point in time. We just want to wait and listen to what they want to say in their judgment, because we know, just the way the PEPT justices did, that they might end up going that same way and will not give Nigerians justice. Another person here said, I hope they have well rehearsed their scripts prepared for them by the usual writer. Thunder awaits any unlawful judgment this time. Hope article filed for certificate forgery. Once Supreme Court pass it, it's a law. It is legal to forge certificates here. And that's it. With all of this evidence that we have gotten from the CSU, that they said that Tinubu did not graduate from their school, and the certificate that he submitted to INEC is not from them. If the Supreme Court trash this, we now know that certificate forgery is a normal thing in Nigeria, and even the poor masses will not be accused of forcefully removed or embarrassed in any way because they forged the certificate, since the law of the land now states that anybody can go ahead to forge their certificates. Another person here also reacted and said they want to do it quick before FBI release the criminal case. Man, it's finished for that una country, jare. So this is what this person is saying. And a Nigerian is now saying una country. He has lost hope in Nigeria getting better. He has lost hope in the Supreme Court doing the right thing. And that's why we can only say at this point in time that the Supreme Court should at the end of the day give Nigerians justice. Another person here also reacted and said they won't rush am before FBI drop their receipts. Nothing new will come out. Let's sadly move on, my fellow compatriots. So this is what this person is also saying. He has also given up and is telling Nigerians to move on already because the judgment will be fruitless, because at the end of the day they are still going to uphold Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Another person here also reacted and said, why the rush? They don't want FBI to release the BAT documents before the judgment. Nothing will come out of all these people. So this person here is also saying the same thing, that nothing will come out of this, that at the end of the day, they will still go ahead to uphold Tinubu's presidency. Another person here also reacted and said, Monday, the day we'll find out if the Nigerian Supreme Court is a stand-up comedy club on a pay-as-you-go judiciary who is ready for some judicial chuckles. And this is it. It is actually a day when we will know if our judiciary is just based on who can pay more, if our judiciary is just based for the elite alone, and no matter what they do, no matter the offense they commit, they will still be in their favor. It's the day that we know if the Supreme Court is indeed the highest court of the land, that nobody is above. And indeed, on that day, we will know if we have rule of law in Nigeria or if we have set of people who are above the law. Because we saw that from the judgment of the PEPT, that indeed we have people who are above the law in our nation, Nigeria. And on that day, we'll get to find out if truly we have people in our nation who are above the law, if Tinubu is above the law, if the law of the land cannot touch him, and if it cannot affect him. Another person here also reacted and said, which one ought to come first? The FBI files on Bola Tinubu or the Supreme Court verdict? And the FBI files were meant to come first so that we can use it in the court against him. But now the Supreme Court have fixed the date for their hearing, and this is actually to speed it up so that the FBI will not release all the documents they have against Tinubu, and this is what they have already planned, and that's why Tinubu is actually in the US appealing so that he can delay it further, and so that at the end of the day, the judgment will be in his favor. And they have been looking for technicalities on how to cancel what article brought from Chicago State University that confirmed that indeed Tinubu forged his Chicago State University certificate. And all of these are strong evidence, yet they are trying to cancel it. They are trying to look for ways so that it will not be acceptable. Also reacting to this person here said, seems like they have finally found willing accomplices to deliver their rogue judgment. And this is it. That's why they are so fast about it. Another person here said, unfortunately, it has ended before it started. This person here also said, just in, the Supreme Court judges set to deliver judgment in favor of the certificate forger Bola Tinubu on Monday, 23rd October, just to beat the release of the criminal records of the usurper in the US. Whatever happens, he'll be roaming about the next 4 years with illegitimacy. So this is what this person here is also saying. He's saying they are fastening it up so that the FBI will not release their certificates. And then I don't know why this man is fighting so hard this way. You have already spoiled the image of our nation, Nigeria. Why not respect yourself and let it go so that someone with integrity can come into power, so that at the end of the day, Nigerians will enjoy the dividends of democracy, because we are not enjoying it now. Nigerians are openly saying that they did not vote for you, and it is obvious. Even your supporters have come out to say that you did not win the 2023 presidential election, that Peter Obi won the election, but his mandate was stolen. And now we have strong evidences against you. The fact that you are a forger, and according to the constitution of the land, a certificate forger cannot be the president of Nigeria, and other strong evidence, like the case of forfeiture, the case of double nomination, other strong evidence against you, why not accept defeat and then go out so that Nigerians can say of a truth, we had someone who was able to admit to the fact that he did wrong and left presidency. No, you want to fight it to the end and ensure that you remain in power. And like this person here just said, you will be roaming about if they actually finally uphold your presidency. Because even in the outside world, they already know you as a forger. They already know you stole someone else's mandate. How will you continue? How will you even continue even as the ECOWAS chairman when people have this mindset about you? Why not for the first time do the right thing? And this is also to the Supreme Court, that they should regain their image before Nigerians and to the outside world. Nigerians don't even have confidence in the court of law anymore. And like we keep saying, if Atiku had filed his petition for the release of Tinubu's documents in Nigeria, we are sure that they will not tell Chicago State University to release those documents. It was because it was done in the US. That's why the right thing was done. Will the Supreme Court change the narrative that people already have about them? Will they do the right thing? All we can say at this point in time is that it does not cost anything to do the right thing, and it is their responsibility as the apex court of the land to do the right thing, to give the people justice. That's why you are there, and that's why we are calling on them to do the right thing and to give us justice in this case. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do also share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do also like this video, and please do also subscribe to our channel so you get notification whenever we post new updates.